Your name came up in conversation. The person is my beloved child. The air around your life turns heavy like a curtain before a reveal. A hush falls over rooms you cannot see, yet your heartbeat senses the coming shift. A whisper forms your name, and it travels faster than the sound of footsteps. A conversation began without your permission, and still it favors you like the sun lifting through clouds. Words shaped in hidden rooms started to carry your story with new respect. Silence grew nervous, because truth decided to stand. The next 24 hours sparkle with the weight of news that touches your doorway. Two hands you once thought were closed now open gently toward a new outcome. Your name sits in the center of a table, and it refuses to move. Archangel Michael says the timing has matured like fruit that finally loosens from the branch. The circle that spoke about you did not plan to praise you, yet praise still arrived. Your grace under pressure carved a path that even critics began to follow. Type Amen 333 to receive the blessing and seal this message. A strong presence sensed your value and kept repeating your name with urgency. The room grew still when old facts lost their strength and new facts rose like light. Your spirit called for justice, and justice heard. Someone who once stayed indifferent now feels the pull of your energy like tide to the moon. The words spoken last night began to transform into actions that favor you. A window that looked closed now slides quietly open. Write in the comments, "I welcome the good that seeks me." Your words in the open field of comments act like seeds that push up green from the soil. The harvest listens when you speak with intention. You did not chase recognition, yet recognition found your footsteps anyway. The people who tried to minimize your worth now watch your rise in careful silence. A new ally enters the scene with a calm plan and a loyal heart. The conversation carried your victories like lanterns down a long hallway. Even the pauses carried your name with care, as if holding glass that should not drop. The tone softened, and the room became safe to tell the full truth. The next 24 hours bring footsteps that align with your deepest prayer. A message travels to your device, and it wraps certainty around your doubts. Your name glows on a list that opens new passage. A person who once listened from the corner has now stepped into the center for you. Their words are steady, and their voice prevents confusion from returning. They are determined to bring your story the clarity it deserves. Write in the comments, "I am ready for my open door." This affirmation places a key in your palm and instructs the lock to cooperate. The corridor ahead grows brighter because your spirit agreed. The one who spoke your name felt a sudden calm that overruled hesitation. They recognized your effort, your patience, and your quiet excellence. Their heart signed an invisible agreement to support you fully. Archangel Michael says your preparation meets appointment, and the meeting favors your destiny. Old shadows collapse when new plans enter with courage. Your path gathers loyal hands to carry what used to feel heavy. Morning light touches your face with relief that arrives before the paperwork. The phone vibrates with news that aligns with the intention you set. A trusted person becomes the bridge you needed but could not name. The conversation about you turned from past errors to present mastery. Your growth silenced the chorus of doubt and taught the room a better song. The sound of your name now suggests progress, not pause. Write in the comments, "I claim this alignment now." Your claim activates doors that were waiting for your yes. The road ahead shifts from gravel to smooth stone. Someone important felt heat in their chest when your name was mentioned. That heat was recognition turning into responsible action. They cannot ignore you because your grace has a gravity of its own. Your presence becomes the headline in places you have never stood. A messenger rehearses the words they plan to send you. Their plan honors your time, your boundaries, and your calling. The next 24 hours hold a visit that brings answers wrapped in calm. The steps toward you are measured, not rushed, and they arrive right on time. Your home field finally feels like home. In the comments, my path is protected and prosperous. These words build a gate that allows only good to enter. Your peace invites resources that stay. A long-closed mind shifts one notch, and that single click changes everything. The conversation that carried your name now carries your invitation. Room after room begins to reflect your light. The person who spoke your name is steady, well-placed, and quietly influential. They move carefully because they intend to honor the new chapter. Their attention becomes a shield that stands in front of you. Archangel Michael says every useful ear will hear what serves your rise. The wind of favor pushes your story into the hands that can act. Delay loosens its grip, and momentum takes command. An old narrative dissolves like chalk under rain. Your truth remains like carved stone that weather cannot erase. The next 24 hours organize themselves around your breakthrough. Write in the comments, I receive what is mine in peace. Your receiving posture creates room for arrival without friction. Your energy becomes a lamp that others respect. Messages travel through channels that used to block you. Permission grows where resistance once lived. Your name carries a current that opens circuits once thought dead. A document gathers signatures that lean in your favor. The ink dries with the warmth of certainty. The seal presses down, and your future breathes easier. You steer your focus like a captain guiding a ship through safe waters. The horizon clears because the fog knows it cannot remain. The destination starts to call you by your true name. In the comments, I align with divine timing. The clock on the wall becomes your partner, not your critic. Each hour gifts you a step you can actually take. The person who spoke about you remembers a moment you once thought forgotten. That memory is the spark that turned respect into action. They choose to speak for you when your back is turned. The table that holds your name also holds the key to a door you will cross. Keys like these belong to those who walk with courage. Courage now settles into your shoulders like a well-tailored coat. The next 24 hours honor your waiting with tangible response. Your patience turns into a path that others can see. The outcome moves from maybe to manifest. In the comments, my season of open doors is active. These words file their paperwork in the unseen and stamp approved. The corridor hums with the electricity of arrival. Eyes that once avoided you now look with clear respect. Hearts that once hesitated now lean in and contribute. The story shifts in your favor with a steady hand. A gentle power steps beside you in the form of new support. This supports integrity, and it mirrors your own. Peace settles because there is nothing to fight. Archangel Michael says alignment outruns confusion when you choose calm. Your calm becomes your compass and your currency. The room adjusts to your steadiness and adjusts to your standard. A quiet knock forms in the events of your day. You hear it in the way tasks fall into place without strain. You answer it by standing tall in who you are. In the comments, I am ready for the next right step. The next right step appears like a stair lit from beneath. The rise is gentle and the pace is kind. Clouds scatter from the path that leads to your desired outcome. You feel the soft relief of the truth finally being believed. The proof of your dedication becomes easier to see. The person who spoke your name keeps carrying it with care. They speak with honor and leave no room for confusion. Their words begin building a bridge that can be crossed safely. You stand at the center of a plan that respects your spirit. The plan favors clarity and follows through with action. Your time is treated as gold that is never wasted. Write in the comments, I accept support that honors me. Acceptance draws support that is strong and sincere. Your boundaries remain intact as favor flows. The next 24 hours present a sign that you will recognize by its ease. It arrives without force and settles without noise. It fits your life like a puzzle piece returning home. A door you once faced closes quietly behind you, and relief follows. That door taught you strength, and now a better door opens. The better door allows light to move freely around your life. You will sense progress in the small details that line your morning. A message lands in your hand and warms your chest. Your name looks bright on the screen that matters. In the comments, I walk in prepared favor. Prepared favor meets prepared character, and the match is perfect. Your confidence exudes without strain. People who doubted you now watch your composure and learn. Your poise becomes the teacher that never raises its voice. Respect grows like ivy across old stone. A quiet celebration forms in places you cannot see. It is not loud because your spirit prefers depth over noise. The celebration is real and it stays. Archangel Michael says the window is open and the breeze is safe. You can breathe as the good arrives. Your peace is the sign that you are aligned. Someone who once felt distant now stands close, yet respectful. They bring clarity, not confusion. They bring steps, not stalls. In the comments, I am anchored in light and truth. Light and truth respond by anchoring you back. The exchange is mutual and strong. Your name now travels with accuracy, not rumor. Accuracy invites the right rooms to open. The right rooms open and welcome you in. The next 24 hours deliver a moment you will keep. This moment feels like a calm bell ringing in your chest. Its sound says it is settled. You move with ease because the path is honest. Honest paths carry less friction and more flow. Your stride lengthens with certainty. In the comments, I receive my rightful place. The rightful place recognizes you and pulls out a chair. You sit with confidence and grace. A final shift locks into place like a gear meeting its pair. The mechanism of your story runs smoothly. The timing aligns with the promise you felt. The person who spoke your name knows the value of their role. They hold their position with integrity. They intend to follow through. Relief pours over you like warm light through wide windows. Gratitude rises because the weight has lifted. You step forward without strain. Write in the comments, "My breakthrough is active and gentle." Active and gentle becomes your theme. Your next moves feel purposeful and kind. The cycle of waiting ends with calm finality. Doors that matter remain open as you pass. You do not rush because the path moves with you. Your name carries the fragrance of trust. Trust attracts support that lasts. Support that lasts becomes foundation, not trend. The next 24 hours bless your efforts with visible results. Your hands feel light because the work finally flows. Your heart steadies because the promise holds. Write in the comments, "I close this chapter in peace and open the next in favor." Peace signs the closing note with tenderness. Favor writes the opening line with confidence. You honor the journey that shaped you without carrying its weight. Lessons remain, burdens release. Strength stays, strain dissolves. A simple message arrives that makes everything clear. It contains exactly what you need. It holds the sentence that frees the day. Archangel Michael says your name is guarded and your steps are guided. Guidance brings you to the right place at the right time. Guarding ensures that only what serves you can stay. The conversation that began without you now concludes for you. Its final tone is honor. Its closing act is support. Write in the comments, "I am ready and I am steady." Ready and steady becomes your rhythm. Your rhythm becomes your signature. The day ahead respects your heart. The path ahead respects your time. The outcome respects your growth. Your name is spoken in favor and sealed in light. The people meant for you recognize it and respond. The doors meant for you open and remain. The next 24 hours lift you into ease with proof. The proof arrives with calm footsteps and clear words. You receive it and move forward with grace. A calm settles over the space that once held uncertainty. The silence does not feel empty, it feels prepared. Something long arranged begins to move without resistance. Your name circles in the air like a steady flame that refuses to flicker. Those who hear it now handle it with care, not curiosity. The tone has shifted from casual mention to sacred acknowledgement. In the comments, I welcome every word spoken in my favor. Your agreement deepens the roots of what has already begun. Destiny listens when certainty speaks. A person who once kept their distance now prepares to step forward with intention. They do not arrive with noise, they arrive with clarity. Their presence carries both answer and affirmation. You will feel a warmth in your spirit before anything reaches your ears. That warmth is confirmation that alignment has already begun its work. The unseen has moved first so the seen can follow. The next 24 hours hold a quiet unveiling that reaches you without delay. You are not chasing this moment is locating you. It carries details with precision and timing with grace. In the comments, I am positioned for the right conversations. Your positioning is not random, it is earned, chosen, and protected. The conversation that began about you now turns toward you. A door that once creaked with hesitation now glides with ease. Those involved understand the value of moving correctly this time. They understand who you are now, not who you were then. You do not need to explain your worth, the evidence speaks in your absence. The mention of your name holds weight because your growth has made it so. Your silence is not empty, it is powerful. Archangel Michael says the room that spoke of you has shifted allegiance. Old doubt has exited, and new certainty stands in its place. Your spirit wrote this victory before your name was even spoken. Someone influential feels pulled to reach out before the moment expires. Their instinct is divinely stirred, not casually triggered. The unfolding happens with order, not accident. Write in the comments, "I accept the honor that seeks me." Acceptance opens the final latch on the opportunity to move your way. Your agreement activates completion. The pace of your blessing is calm, not frantic. It arrives the way sunrise replaces darkness, without apology, without noise. Those who once questioned you now pause in silent realization. Your name travels through channels you never knocked on. It enters circles you once thought were closed. Those circles now shift to make room. The next 24 hours place you at the center of a favorable turn. You won't need to prove anything, the proof has already arrived ahead of you. The person who spoke your name carries no confusion, only decisions. In the comments, "I step into the rooms prepared for me." These words align your steps with doors that are already open. Every moment ahead has been arranged to recognize you. A shift in tone has already taken place around your name. What used to be spoken with uncertainty is now discussed with quiet confidence. The energy surrounding you no longer wavers, it aligns. Someone who once hesitated now feels a responsibility toward your story. Their thoughts return to you more than once, and each time with more clarity. They understand that silence is no longer an option. In the comments, "I am ready for what is unfolding in my favor." Your readiness signals the universe to remove the final layer of delay. The path straightens as soon as you declare it. The mention of you has stirred conversations that lead to action. This is not gossip, it is intention forming into movement. Your name has become a key that unlocks the next phase. In rooms you have not entered, your presence has already been acknowledged. The atmosphere shifts when your story comes up. Resistance lowers its head and makes space. The next 24 hours gather details that connect directly to you. Nothing drifts by chance, everything is guided with precision. Those involved feel the pull to respond without postponing. In the comments, "I attract voices that speak life over my name." These words draw the right messengers to your side. The energy of agreement travels quickly. Someone is preparing to reach out because your name did not leave their thoughts. Their decision is not impulsive, it is guided. They see your value differently now and act accordingly. Archangel Michael says doors are responding to the sound of your name. The mention of you is not casual, it is charged with purpose. What once felt delayed now moves swiftly toward you. A moment is forming that confirms what your spirit has sensed all along. You will recognize it not by noise, but by the deep peace it carries. It arrives with clarity, not confusion. In the comments, "I welcome every aligned opportunity calling my name." Your words make room for what is approaching. Nothing meant for you can pass you by now. Someone who spoke of you carries a realization that keeps echoing in their mind. They did not expect to feel this compelled, yet they are. The mention of you awakens something that cannot be ignored. Your name is now wrapped in the kind of respect that only truth can create. Even those who once overlooked you feel the difference. It is no longer possible to dismiss your presence. The next 24 hours hold a sign that confirms this turning point. You will feel it before you see it. The confirmation will arrive in perfect timing. In the comments, my name is spoken with favor and protection. These words reinforce the covering already placed over you. Every mention of you is now guided by light. A calm force now surrounds every conversation that includes your name. The uncertainty that once floated in those spaces has evaporated. What remains is intention shaped into direction. Someone who spoke about you cannot shake the feeling that action must follow. Their spirit keeps circling back to your presence like a compass to true north. Ignoring that pull no longer feels possible to them. In the comments, I am aligned with every word spoken for my good. Your declaration strengthens what has already started in motion. The unseen listens when you speak from certainty. The tone of your name has changed in the mouths of others. It no longer sounds like a question, it sounds like a decision. The echo of it carries agreement instead of doubt. In a place you have not been recently, your story has resurfaced with new clarity. Someone who once misunderstood now speaks differently on your behalf. Their heart feels a soft correction they cannot deny. Archangel Michael says momentum is already at your door. The movement is quiet but powerful, like roots breaking through the soil. Nothing can hold back what has been authorized for you. A message is forming that will not miss its destination. The sender may hesitate for a moment, but the push to deliver will outweigh their pause. Their words will meet you at exactly the right moment. Write in the comments, I am ready to receive what carries my name. Your readiness invites speed and precision. The blessing recognizes where to land. Rooms that once overlooked you have begun to adjust their focus. Eyes that never considered you now weigh your presence with respect. Conversations that drifted past you now rotate around you. Someone is planning their next move with you in mind. They may not speak it aloud yet, but their intention is steady. Their decision will soon take shape in a way you can feel. Write in the comments, I stand open to every aligned announcement. Your openness gives permission to pathways that were hesitant before. Destiny responds to doors you do not barricade. The next 24 hours will hold a shift that feels both subtle and certain. It may arrive through words, timing, or a sign only you will decode. Your spirit will know it before your mind does. You have become the quiet topic that stirs new direction. Even your absence has influence. Those who mention your name do so with care, not casualness. Archangel Michael says preparation in silence has made room for elevation in plain sight. Your growth has been noted beyond your knowing. Now the world around you catches up to what heaven already knew. In the comments, I claim the favor my name is calling in. Your claim seats the blessing where it belongs. Nothing that hears your name in this season will forget its instruction. A quiet ripple is traveling ahead of you, carrying your name like a sealed message. Even those who were not meant to know now feel the shift without understanding why. Your presence arrives before you even speak. Someone who mentioned you cannot dismiss the weight of that moment. Their spirit keeps replaying the sound of your name with increasing clarity. What started as a thought is turning into a choice. Write in the comments, "I am ready," for every voice rising in my favor. Your readiness activates what is already circling your path. The unseen aligns with bold agreement. There is a softness around the way they speak of you now. The tone holds respect, curiosity, and a hint of urgency. They did not plan to feel this way, but they do. A situation that once blocked progress now bends in your direction. Conversations that had no room for you are now restructuring themselves. Your name has become part of the solution. Archangel Michael says the wind around your destiny has changed direction. It now blows with guidance rather than resistance. Your name rides that current with ease. Someone is double-checking details connected to you, wanting to be certain before they act. Their care signals the seriousness of what's unfolding. Their words about you come from a different place now. Write in the comments, "I attract actions backed by conviction." Your affirmation builds a bridge for what's coming. The foundation beneath this shift is steady. Your name has reached ears you did not expect. Some pause when they hear it, sensing something they can't explain. Others feel drawn to support you without knowing the full reason. You are being remembered in rooms that once forgot you. The timing of these recollections is not random. It is strategy unfolding through divine order. Write in the comments, "I welcome the influence my name now carries." These words create a landing place for rising favor. Your agreement tells the blessing where to rest. Someone keeps circling back to something they heard about you. It pulls at their attention like a thread that won't break. They feel compelled to follow up. Archangel Michael says every mention of your name is now guarded by light. Misinterpretation loses strength as truth gains volume. The right people hear clearly. A shift in conversation has created space for your next step. This space was once occupied by doubt, but that doubt has dissolved. The air around your situation feels lighter. Write in the comments, "I am positioned for honorable mention and divine movement." Your declaration locks alignment into place. Doors you didn't knock on begin to move. The sound of your name is no longer passing through unnoticed. It now lands with intention on the minds assigned to your path. Even silence is starting to work in your favor. Someone who spoke about you is beginning to feel the importance of their role. They sense that mentioning your name was not an accident, it was alignment. Their next move is being shaped by something greater than logic. Write in the comments, "I allow every destined connection to find me." Your acceptance clears the path of hesitation. What is meant to reach you is no longer delayed. Your name has been spoken in a place where decisions are made quietly. That mention has started a chain reaction you cannot see yet. Doors are being evaluated with you in mind. A thought of you has not left someone's spirit since they heard it spoken. They replay the tone, the timing, and the certainty behind it. Their heart now considers action where there was once distance. Archangel Michael says unseen agreements are forming in your favor. These agreements do not need your presence to be sealed. Your spirit already signed them through your endurance. You are being considered for something that fits the version of you now, not who you used to be. The mention of your name reminded them of your strength, not your struggle. That realization holds power. Write in the comments, "I rise into every opportunity carrying my name." Your rise is not forced, it is recognized. The path ahead shifts to match your identity. Someone who once underestimated you can no longer deny your influence. Their language about you has changed, even if they haven't admitted it out loud. Respect has replaced resistance. Your name now carries a quiet authority that cannot be dismissed. Conversations adjust themselves around that authority. Even those who doubt you feel it. In the comments, I stand ready for what is unfolding ahead of me. Readiness invites momentum. Momentum brings completion. A message connected to you is being carefully formed before it reaches you. The sender wants the timing and wording to be right. They know this moment carries weight. Archangel Michael says alignment is rewriting the script in your favor. What once felt uncertain now moves with precision. The unfolding is deliberate, not rushed. Someone is preparing to speak directly to you after mentioning your name elsewhere. They feel guided to close the distance. Their approach will not be casual. In the comments, I accept divine timing without fear or delay. Your peace tells destiny you are prepared. The moment responds accordingly. Your name has become a reference point in conversations that matter. People are beginning to measure their decisions with you in mind. The atmosphere shifts each time your name is spoken. Someone who once stayed silent now feels an urge to speak up on your behalf. That urge keeps returning like a wave that refuses to recede. They know the moment to step in is drawing near. In the comments, I allow every voice of favor to rise for me. Your permission empowers the alignment already in motion. The current strengthens when you stand in agreement. The tone surrounding you has moved from observation to intention. Words previously spoken in passing now carry assignment. Your presence is being woven into plans you haven't heard yet. A person connected to your name carries new clarity they didn't expect. Their heart is adjusting to the truth they once overlooked. Their thoughts now lean toward you with sincerity. Archangel Michael says pathways are responding to every mention of you. The more your name travels, the more resistance dissolves. A route once blocked begins to clear. Someone replayed what they said about you and felt a pull to follow it with action. Reflection turned into conviction. They now sense a responsibility they cannot ignore. Write in the comments, "I am ready for the steps taken in my name." Your declaration readies the way. Every aligned word becomes movement. Circles you do not see have begun to realign to make room for your presence. Even those who do not speak have adjusted their posture toward you. The air around your name has changed temperature. What was once dismissed is now being reviewed with new eyes. Your growth has made old opinions irrelevant. The truth of who you are now carries more weight than memories of who you were. Write in the comments, "I rise as my name rises." This agreement secures your elevation. The next phase recognizes you. Someone who mentioned you recently felt a wave of realization. They see now what they missed before. Their perspective has shifted permanently. Archangel Michael says your name now moves with guardianship. Each syllable is wrapped in intention and shielded from distortion. Only those meant to receive it will hear it clearly. A decision is forming in the heart of someone who spoke about you. That decision will soon touch your reality. Their steps are guided, not guessed. Write in the comments, "I welcome what is choosing me in this season." Your openness attracts precision. Nothing forced, nothing frantic, only alignment.